How close are you, do you think, of that breakthrough win that Jamaica has been looking for?
2 weeks.
I like how you think. And it was a great comeback, by the way, against Costa Rica. So congratulations, coach. You've been doing an amazing job.
So big mic drop moment from Heimir Hallgrimsson, Reggae Boyz head coach. Looking at his time, in 2 weeks' time, USA. All right. So, anyways, what I really want to do here, guys, I just want to show you guys Hallgrimsson's record so far as a national head coach. And surprisingly, after going through, not gonna lie, this has been impressive. It has been very, very impressive. And I'm being honest, because initially I thought that, it kind of ups and downs, but I do believe that some of the stuff that I'm going to read out to you guys, I think a lot of persons misunderstand what's really, really happening. But as you know, before getting into that, what I really want you guys to do is please hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time as well. We'll thoroughly appreciate it. And I want you guys to just sit and listen keenly. If not, you can also take out your phone or your piece of pen and paper and check the records, because this is really good. As Hallgrimsson said, you know that the Nations League semi-finals coming up, big matchup versus USA, and I'm telling you, it's a very, very interesting one. But there was a big question asked by the interviewer, by the host of the Nation League pre-match press conference. He asked Hallgrimsson, when is that big match coming? When is that big win coming? You know, that big win to give you that good feeling. But guess what? I believe he's not. He missed a big point. And what I mean by that, cast your mind back to the last Nation League game we played versus Canada. Yes, that would most definitely be the big game, the big talk around town. And that question that he asked him, maybe Hallgrimsson was not thinking about that then, or maybe Hallgrimsson was definitely wanting to throw some shades at the USA. Ruffle them feathers a little bit. I make them get a little bit scared, because I can see when Hallgrimsson answered the question and said, hey, in 2 weeks' time, and look across and Berelta, Berelta starts scratching like, whew, that's going to be a tough one. But certainly, 100%, definitely. I believe that Hallgrimsson put on a mic drop moment there. Now, let's get straight into the statistics. I haven't done so in a long while, and a lot of persons knew me for statistics. So let's get straight into it. So since Hallgrimsson came into the helm, or came into Jamaica to take control of the national team, he has represented us at 21 international games for the Reggae Boyz. You have seen through 21 games. No, that's a lot, people. that's a lot. But the big thing is, how successful has he been in those 21 games? Now, what I did, I break it right down to competitive games, to friendly games. And what I saw is that in the competitive games, Hallgrimsson has been brilliant in the competitive games. But in the friendlies, not so much. But the most important thing are the competitive games. Let's go straight. Now, total of 8 wins. 8 wins, people, 7 draw, and 6 losses. That's Hallgrimsson's record so far. In the 21 games Hallgrimsson has played with the Reggae Boyz. 8 wins, 7 draw, 6 losses. So the good point is that the wins are more. That's the ideal point. Now, let's get straight into it now. Out of that 6 loss, 4 of them has been friendlies. 4 out of the 6 losses, 4 of them have been friendlies. So just think about it now. So when you see the initial statistics stating that he lost 8 times, you're like, well, my apologies, 6 times. You're like, that's a lot. But 4 of those are actually games that don't not necessarily mean anything per se, because they don't really affect much. No. The competitive wins, friendly wins, 1. And that friendly game was the game that we played against Trinidad just a few days ago. That was Hallgrimsson's first friendly. Can you imagine that was his first friendly win? And we played against I don't think you guys remember that we played against Jordan, we played against Qatar, played against Trinidad a couple times as well. We played against Guatemala in that time period. So we played a lot of friendlies during that time period. But he only registered one win. Now, what does that say? That's actually say that he doesn't really care about the results for the friendly. He has other underlying things working on for the friendlies. Now, let's get into other details. 4 friendly loss, 1 friendly win, and 4 friendly draw. That's actually a lot. So 4 friendly draw. So in total, he had played 9 friendly games. 9 friendly games. That's actually quite a good amount. I think we could have played more though, but it's relatively good. We're working on that, getting more international friendlies. But out of the 9 friendlies, 1 win, 4 losses, 4 draw. Let's put that aside now. Let's get to where things really mean something, which is the competitive games. That is where it really, really means something. Now, for competitive games, these are in Gold Cup. These are games where you know it means something. It really, really means something. And hear what now? In the competitive games, Hallgrimsson have played 12 competitive games. 12. Listen keenly. He has only lost 2. He has only lost twice. Only twice. Now, those 2 games was one against Canada. Canada was 2 legs. The Canada Nation League game was 2 legs. He lost the Canada Nation League that was played in Jamaica the Saturday morning. I think it was Sunday morning. The game was supposed to play. I believe it's either Friday or Saturday night, but because of rainy weathers, they pushed it to the morning. And the next game, the other game would have been the Gold Cup semifinals versus Mexico. We lost that game 3-0. So those are the 2 competitive games that Hallgrimsson have lost. He has drawn 3 games. 3 competitive games. You see? Now, other than that now, let's look at this. He has won 7 competitive games. So out of the 12 competitive games that Hallgrimsson have led Jamaica through, I led the Reggae Boyz through, he has won 7 of those. That's over 50% win ratio. That's over 50% win ratio. That's actually really, really good now, people. May I tell you, that's very good. That's like about 60 point something win ratio. It's something in that region. But that's actually very good. And the mere fact that he has only lost 2 of them, that's very good. Now, when I go now, big games now. We could go to the big games. I remember that the question that he was asked is that big game where he's going to go over the line. These are the big games that Hallgrimsson have played. This include competitive and friendlies. So listen to the big games. Jamaica versus Argentina. Friendly. Jamaica versus Mexico. Jamaica versus Argentina. We lost at 3-0. Friendly. International friendly. Jamaica versus Mexico. 2-2. Nations League. Jamaica versus USA. 1-1. Gold Cup. Jamaica versus Mexico again. 3-0 in the Gold Cup. Jamaica versus Canada. Lost that 2-1 in the Nation League. Then Jamaica versus Canada again. We won that game. 3-2 in Canada in the Nations League. So for the competitive games, and not say competitive games, but for the big games, our record, 2 loss, 2 draw, 1 win. So in general, I think it's very, very balanced. He's actually having a really balanced term so far. And I think it's quite good. But it's more on the upscale than anything else. I think it's more on the good side. Because when you look at just the competitive games alone, I'll tell you that he's doing really, really well. And the mere fact that his win ratio is so high for games that mean something, it really means that he knows what to do to get good results, especially in big games. And that's actually a huge, huge factor. So let me just run through that again so you guys can understand. Hallgrimsson, 21 games so far for the Reggae Boyz. 8 wins, 7 draws, 6 losses. Within those 21 games, the category is broken down to two. That's friendlies and competitive games. Competitive games include Gold Cup, Nations League, and all those games that mean something that we played in tournaments. Friendlies, a total of 9 games, 4 loss, 4 draw, and 1 win. But for the competitive games, competition games, it's 12 games, 7 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. That is really good. That is really, really good. That is win ratio is actually very high. But anyways, tell us what you guys think. Hit the likes, you know. You don't have to do that. Can I push the video out? But not only that, tell us what you think about Hallgrimsson's stint so far as in Reggae Boyz head coach. For me personally, I think he's doing a brilliant job. Not only that, I think it's really, really changing the dynamics of how we look at how people view the Jamaican national team. And remember, as I said, at a mic drop moment, see you guys USA, see you USA in the next 2 weeks. Let me check my time. Now, me, Gunnar Hallgrimsson. Big up on yourself, people. Hit like button. I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. We're out. God bless. Boom. Like these.
How close are you, do you think, of that breakthrough win that Jamaica has been looking for?
2 weeks.
I like how you think. And it was a great comeback, by the way, against Costa Rica. So congratulations, coach. You've been doing an amazing job.